Hello. We is live.
Yeah.
That's so
Hmm.
Ash. When I
What did I
go,
ask you?
we is live, I don't think you guys would be able to hear. When I said it, she's like, meow. She responded back, thank you. Well, shit. Your your input is always appreciated here.
Closed
But
cap. Closed captions read you saying "we is live" as "Lee is live."
oh, I love it. I love reading the closed captioning sometimes. It
Auto translate. Yeah.
Yeah, ever since the whole jihad instead of giraffe, like awesome. Glad that
What?
was a thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
told you about it during our Little Hope playthrough,
Huh.
where because it was where all the fireflies were, like around that house that we're trying to get into, and Aiden goes, "The Last of Us, this is not," or something to that effect, and I go, "Yeah, where's the beautiful giraffe then?" But if you play that clip back and you put closed captioning on, it instead of saying beautiful giraffe, it says where's the jihad?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's right.
Kind of makes me think of the English translation of I don't remember which language it was, but for damage but for the Diamond is Unbreakable manga. Instead of like what a beautiful I forget what a beautiful Morio or something like that. It was what a beautiful Duong.
It's so funny when things happen like that.
Yeah.
Makes for good stories to tell to people. Speaking of stories, so I will just disclose that I've been running on like little to no sleep at all. I kind of blame my bad habits and playing Sudoku. Lately, I've been trying to beat my best time. On easy mode, I can solve a puzzle in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. But I play it to where, like, whenever, if I make a mistake once, I don't erase it. I restart the game because I'm trying to solve it with no mistakes as fast as I can. But anyway, I was able to like take a little bit of a nap before we went live, and I had the weirdest fucking dream, and it involves for some reason I apparently started dating a woman from Microsoft Game Studio, and I bought a an Xbox 360 wireless controller from a grocery store, and she saw that and was like, "Why did you buy that? No, return that. I'm getting you a free one." I'm like, "Okay, sweet. Cool." And then all of a sudden I'm at Microsoft Game Studios and just wandering around and just talking to random people. Don't know what we were talking about, can't remember. But the end of it ends up with it's when I actually woke up for real. And for some reason the song What's Up by Four Non Blondes was playing in my dream. And I did not know that it
Hmm.
was called What's Up. I thought it was Hey, what's going on, but silly me.
Hey, before we get started, I got a video recommendation for you guys, and I'll share it on Discord. You guys
Oh,
know Bennett the Sage, right?
Mm-mm.
nope.
Okay, he's a guy that reviews anime, and especially with MJ and her field of practice of you know employment and stuff like that. Or
Sociology?
no, I was
Crim-
gonna say psychiatry.
oh no, I'm not a psychiatrist.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
even licensed,
Oh,
but a social
well,
worker, if that's more fair.
anyway,
But I do have a degree in psychology, so hey, whatever. Anyway, go on.
I guess that's where I should have said, yeah, degree in psychology. Um, the title of the
Love my
video
BS
is
degree.
don't and don't scoff, guys.
Oh, no
Evangelion,
promises. Go on.
Evangelion, Nothing Ever Ends, Anime Abandon, Part 1. It's an hour and a half.
Anime abandoned.
Yeah. It's from Bennett the Sage.
How old is the video?
It actually just came out a couple days ago.
That title makes no sense to me.
Well, anyways, it goes over the history of, the creation of the company, Gynax, the artist that created or that helped create Evangelion, the mental struggles that person had to go through, as well as just the production hell that was through, in making Evangelion. But on top of that, kind of going over what I've kind of brought up a couple of times is that although people hate one particular character, it's it is basically a story about somebody who suffers from, anxiety and depression,
Yeah.
as well as the journey of somebody trying to you know begin to kind of love themselves for who they are.
Could you link it?
Yeah, I'm gonna link it.
And funny that you bring that up during this stream. During the last It Takes Two stream that we did, I believe I brought up Depression Quest. Was that off before we streamed?
And actually, I'm looking forward to part 2 because
Okay.
although there's quick references, they don't even go into the films yet, the reboots.
Aiden, I believe we talked about that before we went live.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Sorry,
while
I was trying to finish or swallow my granola bar, but
no, that's all right.
I hope it didn't pick up on mic. If it did, I apologize or you're welcome, depending on how you like ASMR.
I'll be surprised if it did because I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Because well, that comment from a few weeks ago, they're not wrong. Well, because they said, they couldn't stand the chewing sounds. And it might have been either from myself or Aiden. I usually try to mute myself if I'm eating something so it doesn't pick up. But, yeah, because I don't like it myself when I hear it back. I love ASMR, but that's the one thing that I cannot stand. And you're welcome, or thank you, or sorry. You're welcome, or I'm sorry for that mouth noise that I just made into my microphone. But yeah. And so I started singing What's Up, and Ash was not happy.
The cat's probably attention to me.
What's going on?
I'm sorry that the video. I love that song, but the video of He-Man ruined it for me.
I literally paused it at that part before I called.
Oh, you were watching that?
Mm-hmm. Or I was about to. I paused it right around then. But
I'm trying to think how many views that video has nowadays. Because that thing got blew up.
The original that ended up getting uploaded after someone uploaded it on their own channel and got a shit ton of views.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Phoenix Friday's nice.
I mean, people like stupid shit. I mean,
yeah.
Let's face it. I literally have a video of me reacting to somebody's animation of a baby turning into Dio, and that has was it 50K? Don't know how. It just does.
I wouldn't question it. I
Can
noticed
you
that
tell we're not looking forward to going over the pain that is this discussion?
Oh, bring it. I'm ready.
Oh no, I mean, I'm actually, I mean, to an extent, I'm kind of ready for it. Um,
By the way, we're
now
doing we're
I think,
unorthodox for tonight. We are doing 2 streams. This is the first
oh yeah,
one. We're playing It Takes Two right after, but it was my request
we're kind of separate.
these are separate.
We're kind of prioritizing each one,
So,
giving them their own segment.
yeah, so like those that are they only care about, hearing our opinions on it, and don't care about the let's play, like they can, go there and vice versa. But
And I think we should start this by kind of making an announcement is that we're not we're not pro like Johnny Depp or pro Amber Heard in this situation. We are
uh,
basically, giving our thoughts about, the truth of the matter, or at least the evidence given
Oh.
of the whole trial.
Well, one thing's for sure, I am rather
I
biased,
I am, yeah, same. I am Team
but
Johnny,
I'm going to
but
be doing my damnedest to look at it in a non-biased manner.
that's why I
And
linked something because I wanted to. It goes against what I think, but I still want to talk about it. But anyway, sorry.
and most of us here are not well versed in law, so we are going to possibly be making some mistakes here and there.
I
Yeah,
get and well, I mean, to an extent, kind of giving some of our thoughts on some of the things
Yeah.
but
that
he
occurred.
basically Rob is just trying to say like we each have our own opinions and things that we want to say about it, and
Yeah.
you know ask you to lend an ear before it possibly hating one or all of us for an opinion that we may have. Plus, we as a group have always I'm pretty sure, well, my best guess for this discussion is that I'm pretty sure I have an idea of whose side you're on, basically. But yeah, we
Who,
have,
me?
but I'm just referring to you two in general.
No.
But yeah, we all have our various opinions. So Rob and I have a lot of differing views on a lot of things, but that's for another time.
Now, if I may to like add to that, my curiosity in this was mostly due to certain situations involving other actors, or more specifically voice actors that have already had to deal with this shit already, and due to certain things said, inevitably losing, any form of credibility. So that was something that I was kind of curious about whether or not this was an actual true thing. And by the end of it, my thought process was, if the evidence shows that Johnny Depp is a piece of shit, then you know what? He's a piece of shit. But that well,
Sorry,
one's
I didn't. I
more
had
than the
myself
other.
muted. I had myself
I
muted.
mean, in the case, Johnny Depp. I mean, he mentioned, a few things that he's that he did,
Yeah, they're
but
both
he
pieces of
mentioned the
shit
fact,
to some degree.
but he's not. He didn't go about some of the things that Amber was claiming, and the evidence showed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's gotta be awful to have your life so exposed and out there for people to consume and watch. However, it was actually Johnny Depp's side that requested that it be televised. Rob was
Which,
mentioning about voice actors in
Uh,
and
yeah,
you almost got it fully. It's just missing an N right after the G. You got
filet
pretty
Vic
damn close.
Mignogna. I'm glad. I hopefully that didn't pick up because that's kind of dumb what I just said. If you didn't hear it,
now
then
I'm
don't
gonna
be a
If you
say,
mystery. Go ahead.
I actually forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
I'm
No,
not.
it's all right.
How many times do I say
As
sorry
you
in a
guys
live
can
stream?
tell-
I obviously am sorry.
As you guys can tell, we're trying to be serious, but at the same time being very casual with discussing it.
Yeah, just
We
don't
did
give
have
us
an
shit, please.
Yeah, I mean, we had an outline, I think, right, for
I had an
the
outline.
discussion.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if we want to follow it, that's fine.
Yeah, let's follow it.
All right.
Otherwise, it's gonna take
good.
forever, no one
Good,
knows.
Sage.
Well, it's
I'm
like,
glad.
that way we can kind of stay
Here.
on topic.
Yeah, let me share this with you. But I hope you guys
Go
like
for
the
each point.
thumbnail.
We have it pinned.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, this works actually better.
For some reason, I thought Rob asked to see the outline. But
Oh.
maybe not. So, there you go.
Okay.
So, now you can actually see what I typed up. So, obviously, we're going through the intro, background information. I mean, the chat can't see it. But, so, trial highlights. There were a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, since you watched the trial most recently, Rob, what would be a highlight that...
Well, it
For
was
you.
more of like because I watched a couple of some of the stuff you sent me, so I kind of refreshed myself. But yeah, it was because I know I watched the cross examination of Amber, the recap of everything, and then the voice recordings. Now I'm gonna say, should I talk about the cross examination right now, or should we go over
Yeah.
just the highlights first?
No, go for it. Rob, watch this video.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the cross-examination whenever we bring up, like, just how much of a badass Camille Vasquez was.
I mean, if you're looking at my outline, I don't have anything typed in by just like specifically like cross-examination.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
Yeah.
so go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I kind of it was clear. I mean, especially with some of the line of questioning that Camille Vasquez was giving Amber. Amber was very. I'm trying to think of like the best word besides dishonest.
No, dishonest.
Like she avoided a lot of trying to avoid a lot of the questioning that was
The
brought
deflection
up,
was real.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word, deflection. There was a lot of especially when in terms of discussing the TMZ, as well as the fact that they were contacted to basically get imagery of Amber Heard leaving a courthouse with her, I'm using air quotes, bruises. It just goes to show that was blatant. I think anybody anybody with a brain could look at that or hear that and say that, and realize that it was that was blatant, that it was deliberate.
Yeah.
Though you're gonna have some of those people that are gonna, even with the evidence, claim that she's innocent. Sorry.
Right. Like,
Eh.
it most certainly was staged. Like, I feel a lot of the pictures she tried to have her team put into evidence were.
I guess it was brought up too that out of all the times that she would usually have her makeup on, that was the one time she didn't, which was odd.
Plus, there were photos taken of her the very next day.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm clearly wearing makeup. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
But no, it's the fact that she fucking would lie, and then they would provide evidence like contrary that disproves it, and she's like, no. Like, she could, like, for example, she could say like, I killed somebody, and there would be like, oh, so Did you just say that you killed somebody? No, I didn't say that. Like,
And
that was
it didn't
annoying
help
me.
Where did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't help too that during the
You're-
cross-examination, Camille Vasquez was also mentioning the fact that, mentioning other testimonies. And we're like,
Characterizing
you're
it wrong.
claiming this, but the other, these other people testified and then they claimed something else. Are you calling them liars? And she's
Another
like, no,
liar
I'm not
on the
calling them
stand,
liars.
Miss Heard.
Yeah.
It's just a mischaracterization of what I said.
And then I think, and one of the dumbest remarks, like seriously, one of the dumbest effing remarks from her was like, or at least the tactic that she tried to pull was, oh, they're all going to lie for Johnny. Johnny has his reputation. Like, dude, no. Are you seriously trying to claim that they're all going to, lie in a court of law for Johnny Depp?
The fact that they also tried to use Johnny Depp doodling in court to prove he's narcissistic. Yeah, that and eating candy. And then you start to see the whole team eating candy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be
She
sitting there
tried
for
so
hours
hard.
on end.
And-
What else? I mean, doodling. I would be grateful to have something to doodle with for,
Now, if I remember
long?
correctly, this, I mean, and what does Johnny have to really gain out of this? I mean, I think as it was stated that all he wanted to do was clear his name of this. It wasn't any like big financial game, though, to an extent, due to Amber losing. She owes what, 50 mil?
2 million.
So, 2 million.
She was awarded 2 million. But she owes
Well, I know what I'm saying.
But she owes 10,350,000.
I thought if I remember, the original number was 50 mil.
Yeah, but then they narrowed it down.
Due
They brought it down.
to certain standards, they had to turn it down.
Yeah,
to
it would have been 50 million. But due to the Virginia's statutes, the cap is at 350,000. So they awarded, or he sued for that, but he didn't end up getting the whole thing.
Which
But-
I doubt she would have been able to pay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Yeah, her one of her team, Elaine Baumgartner, was that
Breda
the last
Hoft.
name?
Breda Hoft.
What?
Breda Hoft.
Redahoff. Sorry.
Yeah, Breda Hoft.
It goes like she recently on TV stated that what was it that you said?
Oh no, don't ask me.
Or that was said, Rob?
You have to remind me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that she can't. That Amber couldn't pay it because she was asked directly. Elaine was asked directly on TV if Amber would be able to pay that. She's like, no, she most definitely cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't her net worth like what, 2 mil?
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Or yeah, something
1 to 2
around
mil?
there. Yeah.
It just goes to show her character, in my opinion, that she would rather try and gaslight everyone and throw so many people under the bus than take responsibility for what she has said and done.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like Dr. Curry said, she has a tendency to minimize things.
Yeah, because I think
Or minimize her involvement. Go ahead.
Yeah, wasn't there a particular disorder that they were, kind of throwing out there when it came to Amber Heard?
Well, the defense was trying to assert that she was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. However, the prosecution, or Dr. Curry, the forensic psychologist that was hired by Depp's team, had explained that she throughout the 12 hours that she had spent with her 2 separate sessions, she diagnosed her with borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Histrionic meaning that these are the type of people that they feel weird when they're not the center of attention. They always want to be noticed. And I mean, that can kind of attribute to narcissism too. But they want to be noticed, and they tend to like start stuff and start drama because it's their normal.
Hysterics.
And the thing is like Don Hughes, huh?
I was gonna make a joke saying it kind of reminds me of a lot of the YouTubers that we've had to talk about over the years.
Yeah.
Well, because like when Dr. Hughes, who was for the defense, she had said that Amber had 19 out of the 20 symptoms for PTSD.
Kind of hard to properly diagnose that.
You have to be the
when
most...
when you have given said client the checklist.
It's like, if it was that severe, it would be like where like she basically couldn't breathe. Or like she would not be able to leave her house or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when you give somebody a checklist and say, or, fill this out yourself, like, do you have this, 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 and this? Of course she's going to check it off in order to kind of, corroborate her having, PTSD. But Dr. Curry pointed out when you saw her, she noted that there were 3 legitimate ones. So she can't calm down, or she startles easily and can't calm down. It takes her a while to calm down. What were the other 2? Oh, childhood trauma and insomnia. I believe those are the 3. I will correct myself in the comments, if I find out that I'm wrong. But, and then the thing is that they brought in, because Dr. Hughes fucking kept looking down at her notes while she was testifying, it called into question her confidence her competence of being an expert witness.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Hughes being the defense one.
Yeah.
The one on everything.
She's the one that was saying that Amber has PTSD.
And not the other, not the 2 that Dr. Curry brought up.
Huh.
And that she didn't diagnose Amber with a personality disorder. But she also tended to piss people off, a lot of people off, by when she was testifying, it was always sounding like she was using gendered language. Like, she would always say, like, she or her, they're always the victim, or he or him, or men were the perpetrators. And she just made herself look bad.
Yeah.
And then, because of the fact that it made Amber's side look bad, they tried bringing in another expert witness to kind of cover over Dr. Hughes's fuck-ups. Dr. Spiegel. My God. That guy.
That guy.
The guy that was like licking his lips all weird and he called Johnny Depp an idiot.
For what?
Because for the UK trial, he had flown in the night before his deposition. And so Dr. Spiegel thought that was or he says that he thought it was idiotic. But yeah, he was supposed to cover for Dr. Hughes. And then he says this bullshit. And then he was very combative. And he didn't want to answer questions. Like, he had to look at the judge. She's like, you got to answer questions. And
he
then...
literally asked the judge. He literally asked the judge if he has to answer that question.
Mm-hmm. And he would be like, as soon as I believe it was Dennison that was cross-examining him. So whenever Dennison would say something, he'd be like, "So what you're saying to me is," or he'll respond like that, or what you mean to say, or what you're trying to say is this. Like he is very arrogant, and yeah, he was even worse. And then in Depp's side, they bring in Dr. Shaw, who to rebut fucking Dr. Spiegel. And so Dr. Shaw talks about how Dr. Spiegel broke or violated the Goldwater rule, which was making a psychological assessment on somebody, a public figure, without ever have interacted or seeing them, would be unethical. Yeah. He had never evaluated Johnny Depp, but he had said that he has narcissistic traits,
and basing a lot of his
from Pirates of the Caribbean movies
on Pirates of the Caribbean movies and TV ads.
Yeah, that was the baseline for him.
I didn't see that part. Freaking, that is so dumb.
Yeah, he's like, I use pirate movies to establish, basically establish a baseline for his behavior.
Okay, this Dr. Spiegel.
Yeah.
Saying something like that, as well as, not actually seeing Johnny Depp to evaluate him, should have his license removed.
But
making stupid statements like that, and not doing his job properly.
As far as Dr. Hughes goes, like, given enough experience, as far as being in court goes, I'm pretty sure she will be actually pretty decent at it.
Yeah, she's worked with that legal team for a few cases.
Because she's definitely, I'm with our friend Bella on this. She's definitely book smart with little to no experience.
Yeah.
But at least that's the way it came across during the trial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did end up watching some of Emily D. Baker's streams. Because I used to be subbed to her, and then I unsubscribed, and I resubscribed recently. But her streams are really good. And I saw her on Fox News. They had her on, along with Billy Bush and the two co-hosts, talking about the trial, because Emily live streamed it all. But yeah, he did violate the Goldwater rule, which can be called into question of whether or not he's a reliable witness.
Yeah.
And then Muffingate was a thing.
And I felt so bad for Dr. Curry during that.
Jesus Christ.
What the heck is Muffingate?
Okay, so Elaine Breitahoff, she was one of the main lawyers for Amber's side. She was like, okay. She goes, so you didn't disclose that your husband bought muffins for Amber Heard.
Oh, now I remember this.
Can we just move past the muffins? Yeah.
So they were trying to make that doctor an uncredible witness because
bias.
They bought muffins.
Yeah, bias. That's what they were trying to go with. She's like, I was running late. I normally bring in muffins when we have a high-profile client coming in. I was running late. I asked my husband to get the muffins. Muffins were brought. Amber and I ate muffins thanks to him. But it was that, and then, you also didn't disclose that you had dinner and drinks for 3 to 4 hours at Johnny Depp's home before the trial. She's like, well, I was with his legal team. they interviewed me to see if they would retain me, dinner
Never
and drinks were
eaten
served.
because the meeting had been running long.
Yeah. But, like, their arguments were really weak.
Yeah.
Like,
And,
hell, it's
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Hell, as far as the muffins bit goes, it would not have proven bias whatsoever, considering the fact that the muffins would have been for Ember. You know, she
Yeah.
had met
I
with
think
both.
I think I just died a little bit inside.
At
And,
least not in my opinion.
and like, what random guy is saying, uh, well, which luckily Johnny's lawyer objected to it under speculation, which she then tried to argue with the judge. She would constantly argue with the judge. And, like, I will agree with Emily when she said that that judge was extremely patient throughout this whole trial, like letting them come up to approach every time they request it because they don't have to. They can say no.
I'm,
Made my decision.
I'm
Sit back
getting
down.
actually talking about this. I'm getting flashbacks of the Rittenhouse case.
Oh yeah, Kyle
Mm,
Rittenhouse commented about the Johnny Depp trial. I can't remember the quote though.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Or I believe I saw a headline like that, so I'm not 100% sure. But
What was the male lawyer's name on Ember's side? I keep forgetting his name.
there are two of them:
Oh,
Nadelhoft and Rottenborn.
Rottenborn. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Rottenborn was also
He,
rude,
yeah,
but he wasn't like I. Even though I found his tactic kind of cheap, he he did it well
yeah. I won't deny that because he was doing it as a means to try and get Johnny to quote unquote show that he's a monster.
by talking really fast and then saying that he's wasting the court's time.
Yeah. Did I read that right?
Yeah.
For the third time, yes.
So did you sign this document in August 2016? Oh, you mean the document that I signed 3 times already?
Oh my gosh.
In the description of this stream, I linked uh, the first episode because, yeah, obviously our thumbnail and background is Phoenix Wright right now, or Ace Attorney. But somebody animated the trial as like a Phoenix Wright game. And it is so fucking funny. And um, that does kind of go into another point that I wanted to make, but maybe I'll save it for later or talk about it now because I'll probably forget. And I already forgot. Cool. Thanks, mind. Let's see here. Oh. Oh, wait. One of my points was about how like the unease of people viewing it as entertainment more so than like people's lives. I mean, because this trial was so popular, it surpassed like the 90s back when the OJ trial was televised. People were more concerned about this trial than the war between Russia and Ukraine. But there is that unease of people that, yeah, like I said, view it as entertainment. And yes, it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Or
but...
if anything, people are to an extent have emotional blinders on, and to an extent see a particular case and see particular individuals that are affected by this, or quote unquote affected by this, and will be invested to see if the person that has been portrayed as the devil,
the monster,
been given his dues.
I should clarify and not say like my unease. I should just say unease in general, because I
Yeah.
do kind of disagree with, or well, if I were to say that like this can't, like, no form of entertainment based on the trial should be done, like I'd be a hypocrite, because in the description I linked the first episode of that parody for Phoenix Wright, but like, and I know I should say that I've seen people talk about how it makes them uncomfortable seeing things like that, like SNL, would make skits about the trial. Huh?
Which is understandable. Like if it's tastefully done, in my opinion, I'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know. I mean, to an extent, you'll have companies like South Park will probably make parodies of it,
Yeah,
um,
true.
or at least the guys that make South Park, or maybe The Simpsons or Family Guy. I think the two that will probably make the most fun out of it would probably be, Family Guy and South Park when it comes to this whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
as well
Nothing is safe on
as
those two shows. Nothing is safe on those two shows.
well, I was gonna say, as well as make fun of the people that are, again, emotionally blind, have emotional blinders, and their judgment is basically shrouded when it comes down to what's right and what's wrong, as well as coming up with the logical conclusion to everything. Which I think it's about time we got to
I was getting there. The tweets, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I was just about to talk about it.
because to an extent, I know I've referenced Kyle Rittenhouse already. Like the Rittenhouse case, even though he was proven innocent, you have a bunch of people that are, again, just so blindsided by their own emotions, as well as their own um, convictions, I should say, their own mindsets, that they can't accept the fact that Johnny was a victim of this,
Mm-hmm.
and that he succeeded in the case.
I very much disagree with those that say that this is a setback for the Me Too movement. I don't think so at all. I think it's quite the opposite, really.
I mean, the Me Too movement was supposed to be a movement for victims, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
Johnny Depp was the victim. For those who can't accept that, get over it. And
the hashtag Me Too is more along the lines of like sexual assault.
Yeah. She did
Yeah.
accuse him of it.
I always thought it was for victims in general, but to an extent,
Maybe.
it's been made clear that it was only for one side, or at
Yeah.
least that's how it's been portrayed,
Yeah.
for only one side.
At least for the very vocal members behind it.
Yeah. By the way, before we get, because I know there's one that I found. I did find one recently while we were talking, by a Michelle Dauber, Captain Jack, and I'm gonna, just to give you guys a heads up. There was and they're doing anything they can to make you hate Johnny Depp. And before I continue, there is a little tidbit in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, in a deleted scene, where it's implied that, to an extent, Jack and the Eastern Trading Company had dealings in the past, and there's a possibility that they were trying to have him um, basically deliver slaves,
Oh, what the fuck?
and he declined, and that's why he was branded as a pirate. So this
Oh, Captain
person,
Jack?
yeah, Jack Sparrow. So this person wrote Captain Jack and Pirates of the Caribbean whitewashed and erased slaves and slavery from the 16th century Caribbean, where its practice was probably the most cruel in the world. Pirates were often far from the freedom fighters in film portrayed, were but were slave holders themselves. This person also wrote, in case you need another reason to hate Johnny derp, the Pirates franchise is deeply racially problematic. In some, even the fictional character Derp's fans love and thinks is a real depiction of Derp himself is almost certain a racist sociopath. So here's my question. Kind of like GTA with their characters, are the pirates actually good people?
People playing the pirates?
Well, I'm saying the pirates themselves. I mean, to an extent, it's proven. I mean, even though they're pieces of shit, they do have some morals. And like I said, there is the deleted scene that kind of sets up the tone that there was that possibility of Jack doing some of those things, but he declined and therefore was punished for it. But here's something, because a lot of people, and especially with this, because it sounds like they're trying to combine Johnny Depp with his character, Jack Sparrow. Jack's a fictional character. So you can't combine, or at least combine the personality as well as the opinions or thoughts and actions of one character to, a real person. Even though, again, a lot of the characters in the Pirates movies are not that great to begin with. And have proven that on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a look how many times people are backstabbed in the freaking the third movie.
I really wish that Dr. Spiegel said that he based his baseline on watching like Edward Scissorhands or well, I would say Benny and June, but that might be a little too dark.
Huh.
Wait, is that the right one I'm thinking of?
Benny and June?
Or is that...
I'm not sure.
It's where he's a little slow.
Huh.
I think it was Benny and June. I don't know. It's in a movie he did, but that would have been so funny.
That's like trying to say that people who play a role is that kind of person. And it's just ridiculous.
Now, going back to my comparison where I mentioned GTA, because you have, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin, all of them terrible freaking people, but the people that are portraying them or voicing them, are they bad people? Because
you're going back to Vic Mignogna again, aren't you? Because it kind of fits, right? Go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
Vic Mignogna.
Go on.
I mean, that would be another example too, because Vic's played.
I know, that's what I just said.
Vic's played a lot of characters. In fact, that kind of goes into the whole idea of like, that a lot of news and media tries to portray that, video games, somehow subconsciously teach us, certain, abilities.
Hold on, let me play through the entirety of Watch Dogs, and then I can hack into some shit. Fine.
But yeah, going back to GTA, like,
I thought you were serious for a second.
The guy that plays Michael, is he gonna go off robbing banks? No. The guy who plays Franklin, is he a gang member? No. The guy who plays Trevor, is he a psychotic monster? That might be questionable because of some of the things he's played. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I had myself muted before I coughed. Shit.
And speaking of Vic, I need to, at some point, get around to watching D and Angel, like, all the way through.
But yeah, Vic Mignogna. Is he gonna turn into some green-haired rage monster and goes off on a freaking beatdown on a bunch of people?
Random guy says the actors in The Godfather, are they mafia bosses?
There we go. You can't equate people to the characters that they play.
It would have been
You
cool
just
though if you
can't.
equated it to Edward Scissorhands.
This is the. Oh, go ahead.
Especially to people like Johnny, who just view it as a job, just another role to get paid.
Yeah, and here's another thing too, and this is the problem with a lot of people on social media, and again, a lot of people who think too emotionally and allow their own convictions to cloud their head. You cannot equate reality to fiction. You can't equate how characters act in a fictional setting to the people that play them.
Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, so many people have gotten, so many actors and actresses have gotten hate for playing their character so fucking well. That their character was so hated due to how well they played the character that they themselves got hate.
Even people, there's been situations where actors got canned because they do a voice, like especially for voice acting, they do a voice so well that they inevitably got fired because people again allowed emotion and bias to get the best of them. Take a look at what happened with the actor that played Apu in Simpsons. A lot of people didn't realize that it was a white guy voicing him, which to an extent, if you aren't looking at the credits, you're not going to realize that some people are boys in the show are played by women, vice versa, as well as a variety of other characters being played by people who aren't of the same nationality.
Fuck.
Huh.
Trying to remember another. That was the one. Thank you, random guy. Dadgummit, I was just about to bring him up.
I think Dr. Spiegel used the film Blow as a baseline.
King Joffrey, Draco Malfoy, those are perfect examples. Their characters were so hated that the actors themselves got a shit ton of hate.
I believe the same thing with a Bryce Walker in 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, damn.
Well, he sexually assaulted one of the lead characters in season 1. That is a show that I've seen.
Been past the first season?
No, it shouldn't have gone past the first season 1. Like, that show. No, it shouldn't have. That show should have ended at the end of season 1.
That's what I was.
That's what I said. I agreed with you, and you asked me again.
It sounded like you were saying otherwise.
No. We were of sane mind. Just my mouth words aren't so good.
For an hour sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
And going to another tweet, and somebody who would
hold on.
Oh.
Sorry, I wanted to finish what I was saying real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shit on 13 Reasons Why for a second. Yeah, that show, I've seen all the episodes, but that's probably the one show that I can think of that I've seen the whole thing, but it's just bad. And the reason why I think it's so bad is because the main character is not likable. He's just a whiny little baby for 4 seasons. And then he thinks he's always got to do it alone. Oh, what's going on with you? I gotta go. I gotta do this on my own. No, we'll help you. No, I gotta do this on my own. Every fucking season.
And yet, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never watched it or read the book. Didn't he learn in the first season that the reason why part of the reason she committed suicide is because she was trying to do things alone?
Kind of. It was because she was sexually assaulted and no one believed her.
I mean, trying to. Oh, okay. So she didn't necessarily try to do it alone. That's my bad. Or deal with it alone.
I mean, kind of. But yeah, it was just a combination of everything going on. But yeah, there's a third and fourth season.
I didn't know there was a fourth one.
Yep.
Jeez.
But it's watchable, but it's not good. It's just like, because I cannot stand the main character. He's always so broody and sad. And the thing is that a lot of the issues could have been solved just by talking. None of it would have happened if they just fucking talked to one another. Anyway, I am so sorry. That was a random tangent that I had about 13 Reasons Why. Forgive me for my diatribe.
Well, speaking of people with random tangents, as well as somebody who wouldn't have any agency to not attack an individual who suffers from depression, as well as
definitely not
giving
Anita.
his own thought process as his own opinion of the fact that anybody suffers from abuse, as well as everybody having
Your intro's getting a little long, buddy.
I know, I'm making the point. I need a piece of shit. So she wrote, the wide-scale celebration of joy of a survivor being gaslit is horrifying.
Oh, in case you guys didn't hear it fully, he's talking about Anita Sarkeesian.
If a rich white woman can't even be believed, what about the BIPOC, queer, disabled folks, working class folks, and other marginalized survivors supposed to feel? Who the fuck is going to believe us? So here's the problem. Because, to an extent, Anita, who, again, at this point, nobody can really tell if she actually believes some of the shit she says. Here's the problem. There's a different... with her argument, I want to believe the individual. A lot of us do. But there's a difference between, just blindly believing an individual and the evidence given. That makes any sense. And just like the Rittenhouse case, it proved, to an extent, evidence shows that Johnny Depp was the actual victim. Especially a victim of defamation that Amber Heard was clearly trying to pull. So where's the Me Too movement there?
In my opinion, like, as far as the Me Too movement goes, it ended up kind of getting skewed where the Me Too movement feels like it's just supposed to be equated to women that have been a victim of something, but that's mostly due to the fact that those that were coming out were predominantly women, if not entirely. And as a result, it ended up getting skewed to where people just saw the Me Too movement being a women-only thing, potentially.
And men still get criticized for, or not always believe that they can be victims of domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's. I would not say that it's a setback by any means. I think it's a move. It's a step forward.
Yeah.
When it comes down to Johnny Depp winning.
Yeah.
Well, and for the realization that anybody can be a victim of domestic violence, not just women.
It's always there's always been that mindset, and it's always been displayed too, where you have women that literally will, in certain situations, you have women that will literally, cause self-harm to themselves and, claim that the spouse or the other party did it.
Yeah. So I want to make
Um,
this point real quick that, like, okay, I don't think feminism should die. I don't think the Me Too movement should die or anything like that. I think that not everybody's the same. Not all feminists are bad. Not all feminists believe, done with the patriarchy and all this other bullshit. I think that it just needs to evolve. Not die,
I
but
think,
evolve.
I think, I mean, me personally, I think there are some feminists that are good.
I
I'm
just
trying
don't
to
think
remember her
that
name.
some people that are associated with feminism means that all feminism is bad and that it should die. Sorry if I sound argumentative, random guy. I'm really not. I just wanted to
I'm
make my
trying to,
point instead of typing it out.
but yeah, I'm with you on that. To an extent, not all feminists are bad. I think her name was Christian Hoff Summers, or the factual
Christina Hoff,
feminist is
yeah, Christina
Christina Hoff
Hoffsummer.
Summers.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not a
know
big
why I
fan of
got
her. I know you like her though.
um on and off. I listened to some of her arguments. Um,
Fair.
to an extent, um, you have people who are kind of a little bit more grounded when it comes to their beliefs. Um, but to an extent, aren't going to allow emotion to just completely take over their rationale. Um,
Well, women tend to appeal more to emotion, so I can understand the strategy there. Because women appeal to women, and women can empathize. Whereas for usually, like, well, as you saw with the case here, she appealed a lot more with emotion than fact. Depp's side appealed a lot more with backing up evidence
yeah.
than, speculation. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, no, I get it. I mean, to an extent, and usually in a lot of cases, there's, especially in situations of like divorce or breakups, for that matter, if you, 9 times, I want to say 9 times out of 10, you have the one party, usually in the female side, that will try to slander the if the relationship went wrong, try to slander the other party.
And technically, this would be libel, at least in the Depp v. Heard case.
Yeah.
Libel is written, slander is spoken.
Yeah.
And I mean, Depp side was the one that wanted it televised, so people could see because that was not allowed in the UK trial. But
Understandably so. It's not supposed to be something to be made a spectacle.
yeah,
Spectacle of.
and but you see,
No.
it's kind of funny because you see people camping outside the courthouse.
I mean,
Wait,
at this
because
point,
the first 100 people can get a wristband to be in the gallery. And it's like people waiting online for, like, a device or concert tickets or whatever. I just find it.
Black Friday.
and I guess during the whole situation, I mean, especially with it being public, this whole trial, it made it very hard for you know, some of the mainstream media sites to try to lie about this whole trial.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I mean, with it being public, a lot of people were talking about it. Not just the mainstream media, but a variety of you know creators and a variety of different people.
Oh yeah, everybody was
Um,
talking about it.
everybody was talking about it,
Oh yeah.
TanaCon.
as well as discussing a lot of the evidence that was brought up.
Also, the venue was also a request on Depp's side because
Yeah.
Amber's side was very much fighting for it to take place in California, where if that were to have been the case, Amber would have had a probably more likely chance of winning. But they decided to hold the venue in Virginia because the Washington Post has a printing hub out there. So that's why they were to do it there, and it would be a little more favorable for Depp's side to have the trial take place there.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't doubt one bit if that's what Amber's team tries, part of what they try to use as a means to get the appeal pushed through.
Yeah, that's right. She's trying to appeal it so they can do a retrial.
That's what Bretta Hoff says. So maybe, I mean, Depp can't exactly collect. Well, he could actually, he could choose to say that he doesn't want the money or doesn't want to take the money from, her side. They can settle out of court, or, there's the appeal option too, but, if he really wanted to take money and she's not able to, pay him, they could garnish her wages and take it out of her taxes and whatnot. If you were to do that or actually go for the money. But he did say that it was not about the money. So I don't know. I would not be surprised if he just said, just whatever. Like, I just want to be done with it kind of thing. But
yeah,
I don't know. Shit, there was one more thing I was going to bring up in regards to that. Oh yeah.
Objection hearsay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I actually did feel sorry for Elaine towards the end of that trial because she was trying her damnedest and Amber just was not having it.
Mm-hmm. Amber was pushing the blame onto her lawyers towards the end.
And as a result, everything she was trying to do fell apart to the point to where Camille was basically like, "Hey, this is all hearsay. Please stop." Kind of,
Sage. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room to spend the night together from now until forever.
It's like, wow.
Inappropriate. I'm sorry.
No. That's actually one of the few. That's probably the only Aqua song I like.
Oh yeah, that was by Aqua, wasn't it?
Yep.
Aqua wasn't bad. I owned them.
They weren't,
CDs.
but I grew to dislike them because of how overplayed Barbie Girl was.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Sorry.
How dare you laugh?
But as you were saying before, the objection hearsay.
Oh, I was just going to mention, speaking of money, the ACLU is suing Johnny Depp. Which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, it comes across as skeevy.
For those watching and don't know that part, the American Civil Liberties Union is suing Johnny Depp for approximately $86,000 for preparing documents for the trial. And there was an article. Where was the link to the article? Hold on, let me
preparing documents. You mean like preparing evidence?
Yeah, documentation to help for the case on Depp's side.
Pardon?
Yes, DM sounds come through.
I feel like my brain is dying.
An NPO, nonprofit organization.
I'm trying to find my pin.
Payment.
For having evidence against his ex-wife.
And time spent for members of the organization. Time spent testifying.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I had to scroll up for a while just to find it. I'll put it in the chat. Here you go. That's the article that I was referencing regarding the ACLU. Because they broke it down, the summary of expenses. So,
Like, if 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 he's made a pledge, or if he stated he will pay a certain amount to them for doing this, and is now reneging on that, okay, sure, but it doesn't feel that way. It does not seem that way reading the documentation.
This sounds petty.
$86,256. Like, because they broke it down into, like, they had to have 4 people working on it, so many hours per week and everything. Like, it's like they're paying their salary. And that's why it surprised me. I mean, I guess, how is a nonprofit other than donations going to make money? But I don't want to say that they're because they are litigious as a result. But it's just a little odd. I'm wondering, well, never mind. I was gonna say something, but it would be a stupid point. It wouldn't make sense, so never mind. But that, I have a feeling, would just settle out of court too.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right to me. That's what I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
That it just, like I said, it just seems petty.
Let's see here. The majority of the repayment, more than $85,000, would go towards legal fees, according to court documents. A summary of expenses shows that the ACLU employed 4 people to help with document production. A senior associate worked 38.7 hours at a rate of $799.50 an hour for a total of $30,940.65. A junior associate worked 78.6 hours at a rate of $500.20 an hour for a total of $39,315.72. I'm not reading the rest of this, but basically they're just going over like how much their rates were and how many hours they worked to create a total that would go towards their expenses that they believe that Depp should pay for.
And I'm not gonna lie, if what I have said isn't in it hasn't like said as much, I know next to nothing about how MPOs actually work. So yeah, take that how you will.
Yeah. I kind of do, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert at talking about it, though.
Yeah.
But they are a 501 or God damn it, 504c3 nonprofit. Sorry, my brain went dead for a second.
Nonprofit. They're nonprofit, yet they're suing him for money.
The way I'm viewing it.
Hey, Size Matters, how's it going? I realize that you're under your Boa Jingles account, but I have it in my head that I tend to refer to people that I talk to or know by the name that I first associate them with as. So, but if you prefer that I don't, then let me know. I am flexible. Tell me your name that you want.
So,
yes.
So to an extent, trial's over with. People, I mean, even though the trial's over with, people are being stupid.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on you guys? Because honestly, I'm kind of happy that the trial's over, and going further, when it came down to this situation, I'm actually happy we saw another situation where, to an extent, the court system did its job. And with the evidence given, they've made the right choice. Instead of having to bend the knee to literally people who would more likely burn down towns because they didn't get their way. Which is again, I hate using Kyle Rittenhouse again, but that was literally something that was going to happen with, during the Rittenhouse case, where people were so fixated on Kyle Rittenhouse being the villain that people were causing riots and destruction and this and that. So at this point, I'm glad that this is another situation where, with evidence given, we got a clear-cut idea of who is in the right and who's in the wrong, and we can move forward from there. Not thinking by emotion, but allowing evidence to do its job.
Wait, I'm just wondering, why were one of you a bit mad at Johnny calling him a piece of crap?
Oh.
What?
He's done shitty things, is basically what was being said. He
Yeah.
has done shitty things. He's not entirely...
Oh, was it...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because Rob, you were the one that said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that's why I was saying, like, yeah, Johnny can be a piece of shit. Amber can be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Amber shit on their bed. See spot run. I make the sentences good that come out of my mouth hole.
I'd like to see a Yorkshire freaking poop human turds. That would be a fucking miracle.
I like when Sterling Jenkins, when they asked him about it, they're like, so what was on the bed? Or what happened? The defecation. Like, yeah, that turd was not from one of their Yorkshire Terriers. Amber turd. Okay, so I'll say this.
That's a hashtag that's been going around.
Yeah. I was gonna make the thumbnail, and I'm horrible for this. I'm sorry in advance. I was gonna make it as Larry Butts, because the line that's often associated with him, that's who Rob is right now in the thumbnail. But if something smells, it's usually the butts. They'd be pointing at Larry, and Larry'd be like, "Not me," pointing at Amber turd.
You didn't need to retract that.
So,
not gonna lie, we have shown heavy bias towards Johnny, and we most definitely know he is not an angel.
Mm-hmm. And then there are some celebrities that are supporting Amber too.
Hardly anyone. Yeah.
And the thing is like, I did make a note to myself that I wanted to bring that up very briefly. It's just that, like, people are going after those who support Amber.
Which is wrong.
Which is, I mean...
That's not okay.
Fuck off for those who do that. Like, I hate guilt by association bullshit. People tend to read in too much on how people, or, like, Jason Momoa, or Amber unfollowed Jason Momoa, and was it either at Aquaman, or I think it was, DC or something like that. DCEU. And then Jason Momoa now unfollowed Amber and followed Johnny Depp. Which is what got me curious. Not trying to act confrontational here. I think he was just trying to be safe in what he was saying.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be, so that's why I kind of chimed in.
It's always good to have differing opinions.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can learn from one another.
And plus, I'm quite familiar with defamation law too, so I wouldn't say that I don't know a whole lot about the law.
Which, by the way,
I know more about the criminal justice system, not really about civil.
Yeah.
At least that's what my master's degree said. Master's degree said. Yes.
I was gonna say, and for those who don't understand, having a different opinion used to be a good thing.
Yeah.
And normally I'm the one that's kind of like, maybe you shouldn't say that kind of thing, but no, not tonight. But I'll defend Rob. He was just trying to put it nicely. But like I said, I give two fucks less about my words tonight. I am not a lawyer, but I'm actually thinking about applying for law school.
Oh, nice.
No,
Yeah,
just I have my master's degree in criminology, and I've taught criminology before, so I know more
I
about
was gonna
criminal
make a
law,
joke
and
and
I
say I
also know
have.
defamation law, or Michigan
I
defamation
was
law.
gonna make a joke and said I have like one summer course of forensic science. That's it.
I took forensic chemistry in college. That was cool. I
Forensic science
remember
is fascinating.
it is, isn't it? I love
Yeah,
it. But I wish I took more courses.
same.
Well, I mean, I could have taken those at U of M, but I just wanted to get done and over with as fast as I could. And I still didn't get done in a timely fashion. Got admitted in 2017, and then I didn't graduate till 2021. But technically, I didn't start till 2018, and I took a year off. I hate that unholy B word.
Bachelor's?
Yeah. But I said I have a BS degree. I wasn't
Yeah.
lying. I literally do.
It's just, it cracks me up that is what it gets shorthanded to. That's why so many people just call it a bachelor's degree instead.
Yeah. It really is a BS degree. Like, well, psychology especially. You can't really do jack shit in the field, or at least make a whole lot of money doing so with just a bachelor's. You're very limited. You have to go to grad school. And so instead of me going for a master's in psychology, I ended up going for a master's in social work instead. But then I didn't go the social work path because reasons. But yeah, I was thinking about, like, I don't know. I've always found law fascinating.
Going backtracking a little bit, the guilt by association shit actually does need to die.
Yeah.
Because like equating someone siding with one or the other to being similar to that person, that's not how it works.
Well, that kind of delves into politics too, because to an extent, I mean, if you're, because we now have, I mean, a lot of nowadays there's that mindset where, oh, you're Republican, oh, you're a Democrat, oh, then I hate you
Yeah.
because you follow certain ideals.
Like, can it not be that you lean more heavily towards that because their ideals are more close
I have
to your
opinions.
own?
That's my stance. That's my label.
My stance is there's assholes on both sides.
Yeah.
That's why I mean
Everybody's an
when-
asshole.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Some are to a lesser degree.
Been a while since you brought that one.
It's been. I think I've gone less than a year. It hasn't been a full year since I haven't brought that up.
Oh yeah.
Go
Sure,
me.
sure.
I'm learning.
It just feels like it's been longer.
Now that you think about it, yeah, it kind of does. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to the Dennis Leary song called I'm an Asshole. I like to park in handicapped spaces, make handicapped people make handicapped faces. I'm an asshole. It's a great song. I know I went for the most controversial part of that song as far as spouting out the lyrics, but hey, you're welcome. I'm full of weird things to say tonight, but I'm getting so sleepy right now. I'm sorry. I might not be able to do the It Takes Two tonight.
Fine. I mean,
That's
it's
fine.
getting rather late as well. So.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this weekend.
Oh yeah, Corey's gonna be a lot of fun.
Should we try to show It Takes Two like during the week? So that way when we start the quarry, we aren't like going back to It
In a
Takes Two
rush.
like a month and a half later.
Yeah, or trying to be in a rush to finish it so that we can finish It Takes Two. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay. Let's
Let
do
me know
that
then.
then. Certainly.
All right. Let me know when you guys do it, and then I can try to make it.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, did that come out of my mouth? Yes, it did. I answered for you.
Sad face.
Oh, cry.
Oh.
Fuck.
Cry more.
Sad pandas. Sad.
It'll turn me human again.
Oh wait, no, MJ's turning into the bully from the Christmas Story.
Oh god.
Oh.
What, are you gonna cry? Cry. You know he was in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other
Honestly-
movies too, and you really, unless you're paying close attention, you can't.
You won't
recognize it.
recognize him.
Yeah. He looked
But
so
yeah.
different back then.
All I'm gonna say is he looked. I mean, it was interesting to see him in that.
Speaking of people who look different than how they used to, because in The Quarry, Ethan Suplee's in it. And he was, what was his name in Boy Meets World? He was the larger set bully.
Yeah, he was. He was the one that was that they revealed was the son of I forget which wrestler it was. I think it was Big Bam Bigelow or some shit like that.
Really? I didn't know that part.
Oh wait, no, not Big Bam Bigelow. I keep forgetting his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Hold on. Yeah, agreed. Are mentioning my comment, though? What? When it does, if it ever does it... Or it will be like the Soviet Union fall in 1991, guilty until proven innocent mindset. We like to say innocent until proven guilty, but we're the other way around. Also, tear down that wall, they say. Now it's gonna make me... What the hell is this? Okay. Get to hear the clickety-clacks on my keyboard tonight. Can't go one stream without it, right? I probably already typed stuff already, but let's see here. Ethan Suplee. Data. Shush.
Speaking of
Life forms.
movies with a versus battle premise, I still need to find a way to watch
Frankie.
the I forget what their names were, but the Ringu versus Juon movie. I still need to watch that.
By the way, I just recently found out that on Vudu, it might be because I was trying to use my VPN to purchase Ringu from the Japan servers. But to an extent, all of it, like for the longest time, Ringu wasn't on Vudu.
Really?
And I go to look at my account, and I'm looking it through my TV, by the way, which is not hooked up to the VPN. And there it is, clear as day, Ringu, accessible, and I was able to purchase it.
Nice.
Gotta love using a VPN.
Huh?
Gotta love VPNs.
Yep. Which I might mess with that a little bit more to see what other things I can look at or check out.
Yeah, other shows,
You're
yeah, like Japan or even like the UK, you switch over there, they have like different movies like on Netflix than we do here.
Mm-hmm. If you want to check out more foreign horror movies, I recommend the One Missed Call trilogy. I still need to watch the third one though.
Would I be evil to suggest Martyrs?
I don't know.
Martyrs.
What about that one?
Oh boy. Yeah, this video is sponsored by NordVPN.
Could always
Nord?
recommend them
I'm not even
Audition.
using. I'm not even using Nord, and I'm not going to mention which one I'm using, just in case.
So I'll
There's
tell you
somebody
what it
who
is.
hates
I'm just
me.
kidding.
Could always recommend them to watch Audition.
Audition's good. By the way, I don't. Martyrs is extremely gory.
Or
It's one of
E.T. the
those like
Killer.
it's Ichi the Killer's great. Ichi the Killer. Also, since I mentioned when we were playing A Way Out, because there's a like Leo, you know how he was fighting, like it was a side scroller all of a sudden, and he was fighting down that hallway, and I said it looked like Old Boy. Watch Old Boy, but the 2003 Korean version, not the 2013 Spike Jonze or Spike Lee version. Unless you want to see basically Thanos fucking his daughter, in a way. Well, no. Well, yeah, Thanos fucking
Yep.
Scarlet Witch.
They work. Yep.
Don't worry, Rob. Law enforcement already
It's
knows what VPN you're
Perfectly
using.
fine, Bella. It's understandable.
What's up?
Like, no, I don't want an MJ.
Yeah, Martyrs has a or American remake. That one isn't as good. But yeah, watch Old Boy. Old Boy's great.
Speaking of random shit for like movie shit, I'm mad about Sonic 2.
What? Why?
Because apparently there was a deleted scene that came up.
I haven't seen the deleted
um,
scenes yet.
Likewise, I actually need to download it. and
Yeah.
Watch.
Okay, so it's basically Eggman on the Mushroom Planet. He's, trying to make his coffee. His mushroom coffee. And apparently he shouldn't have been drinking this stuff, and the reason he's more unhinged in the movie is because he was tripping balls.
Yeah.
And there's literally a scene of him.
That's understandable.
Yeah, that's one of the exact things I said to JR when we first saw that opening scene. I thought he was tripping balls.
And well, there's a point where like the stone that he calls Agent Stone has the face of Agent Stone on it, and they start like using CGI to morph his eyes and face.
Oh no!
And it almost looks like Fat Eggman.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, and I'm talking about like the old animated Fat Eggman.
Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sat AM?
Sat AM. Like almost like that.
Oh, the giant one.
Yeah, with the really cool, like, menacing voice.
Keep talking for a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta run for a second. Ouch! My knees! My knees hurt so bad. I'm old. Ow,
But yeah, he had that voice where he was, he knows he's evil and he f***ing loves it.
Maybe. I've never heard of Cinemasians before.
You haven't heard of the Sat AM?
No. They asked if the American Old Boy is the movie that Cinemasians was talking about in their Infinity War video. Never heard of Cinemasians before. And cue the crickets.
Cricket.
Concerning the old Sonic cartoons, it's hard. It's so hard going back to try and watch Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog because the humor is so dated.
Yeah.
And the voice of Scratch really still grates on my nerves. It did back then.
You're talking about
the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
The original, or the.
Oh, they came out at the same time. Sat AM and The Adventures came out at the same time.
Yeah. The bad
one. At least
one.
around the same time.
That's what you're talking about.
What?
You're talking about the bad one between the two.
Oh, no. It's not bad. It's just it's more based
Not as
on
good.
comedy, whereas Sat AM is more serious. Plus, Sat AM, not Sat AM, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is where we got the Sonic Says stuff from.
Yeah. The memes.
The
For that.
memes, especially Pingus. Pingas, just in case the G wasn't caught by the mic.
Oh my god, we got a third season of Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
I didn't even know that there was more than one season. So, interesting. Let's see. You know what Pingus is, right?
What? Who?
Pingus.
Oh, the meme. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it's from, though, right? Like,
No.
what it's derived from? It was from a scene of Robotnik saying snooping as usual.
Yeah.
And, well, he said snooping as usual fast enough to where snooping as kind of blurred together. And so people figured, you know what? Let's make a YouTube poop out of this.
Hello.
Pingus.
Hi.
Oh,
What?
That's funny.
God damn it.
What?
What? I didn't have my headphones on, by the way, so I didn't hear anything.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna share that in the group DM,
Oh, I see it.
Bella, because that shit's great.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Rob, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. These are great.
Yes! We gotta laugh, Rob laugh on the podcast. Mission complete. Okay, now you can stop. What Rob doesn't know is that I've actually muted him. And I also muted Aiden too, as a result. I'll unmute them now. I always threaten it. And, you know, this time it's real.
Wait, why was I muted?
Because I did it on Streamlabs instead of Discord. So I just hit desktop audio and muted.
Like, one of the things I liked about The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was the fact that they actually incorporated the time stones into an arc from Sonic CD. And they decided to do something different with them. They now not only allowed them to travel through time, but each particular time stone also had their own special power tied to them, like invisibility, so on and so forth. Pretty interesting.
Why? Why must I see these things on screen that you guys can't see? Those who are watching us or listening to us?
Oh gosh.
Bella sent a lot more memes. But the one that got me was your dog making eye contact with you while it's taking a shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's more. And people can hear it too. Oh, LMAO, because you love me? Okay. That's an acceptable excuse. I expect better from you next time, though.
The meme concerning when the trial ended. Like, gentlemen, milady, you'll always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Bella, you missed it earlier. I made a blow reference that I don't know if people got.
That actually reminds me, not the bit
Dr.
about
Spiegel watched Blow as a baseline.
but that moment when Rottenborn or
Yep.
drawing a blank.
Rottenborn.
Rottenborn tried to mimic Johnny Depp's particular dialect.
Yeah. Bretta Hoft also tried doing that too.
Yeah, she did.
Who messes with the blowfish? If you guys haven't seen the movie Blow, it's a great film. I bought it for JR when we first started dating. I don't think the guy that he was playing as is still alive.
Hmm?
I'm talking
Wait,
about the movie Blow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I made the joke earlier about how Dr. Spiegel watched the movie Blow as a baseline for Johnny Depp's behavior. Now you get it?
Well, I was laughing at what Bella said.
Oh, damn. You stole a laugh. How dare you, Bella?
Flash games.
Never see my eyes again. Kind of sounds like Yuri, or my voice of Yuri from Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Elaine Bredehoft is Yuri. Fuck. No, I've never seen Breaking Bad, so I wouldn't know.
Will we ever get around to finishing the what's her name?
I'll give you 10 seconds before I start singing What's Up Again.
I don't remember her name. But are we ever going to finish the route we left off on?
Oh. Sayori?
I thought Sayori was the
Are you
one
wait?
that,
Oh, sorry. Starts with an N.
Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Thank you.
See, I eventually knew what you were talking about. I don't know. We've slowly started getting back into playing or trying to finish games. Because I still need to finish Walking Dead final season.
Yep.
And by the way, all of the Walking Dead games, except for the definitive edition, is on Xbox Game Pass. If you have that. We talked about playing it for the channel. But I do want to finish the final season, and if I do play it, I'll probably just do it on Twitch. Because I don't want to start unless we start over on this channel.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I'll simulcast it, but...
Hell, as far as the Telltale Games stuff goes, if not for the fact that my computer doesn't like remote play, I would stream the Game of Thrones one for us.
Oh, I'm so pissed that I don't have that on my phone anymore. Because I was able to download it before, but because most of my Telltale games were on my phone. And so, since when they shut down, I know they're back, but they shut down and then they delisted all their games. I am looking forward to Return to Monkey Island? That's coming out later this year. I guess the art style is going to be a little bit different than the Tales from Monkey Island games. What games do you guys remember playing? I don't know if I played a whole lot of Flash games. There's a game, it wasn't really it's kind of a Flash game. It's called Star Warped. It's Brian Posehn and somebody else that are like Star Wars nerds. It's a parody on Star Wars. It's really funny though. Cool Handless Luke is one of the characters.
the only two coming to mind that were actual Flash games that I remember playing were, I think it was called Tanks, which was
yeah. I remember.
That was it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Flash Splash Revolution, which was a browser-based a browser Flash-based clone of Dance Dance Revolution. Using your arrows.
Nice.
Using your arrow keys.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Actually, how I was introduced to the underground group Cell Dweller, who I did not realize one of the songs on that game was actually from was used in one of the scenes for the Constantine movie.
You guys
That was
ever
pretty cool to find
played the Ray series? Had an art style similar to South Park, but a bit more gore to it? No, never heard of it. Shit. There was another game I was going to mention that was coming out next month. Oh, Stray's coming out next month.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
It's day one for PlayStation and Plus Extra and Premium users.
So Extra's getting it too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
I don't feel that excited about a game about a cat. And a robot.
Fun. It looks fun.
Yeah.
Or at least it looks like it's going to be enjoyable and very heartwarming.
But I was trying to say earlier, we have a lot of games that we still need to catch up on. And we haven't talked about what we're going to do after the Quarry. Because we've got Simulacra 1, Simulacra 2. We did talk about The Walking Dead as well. Life is Strange. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Chrono Trigger.
Sonic, Firewatch.
Yep. Stanley Parable.
For 7 Remake, you might want to beat the game so that you can backtrack to the previous chapter, to the proper chapter.
You'll have to remind
that we
me.
left off on in the stream. I don't remember what chapter we left off in the stream.
What remake?
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Wow.
Sage and Aiden and I streamed it on the channel like shortly after it came out.
Neat.
You can tell we're winding down. And of course, this is when people start to show up. And hello, and those that did just tune in, welcome and thank you for showing up. What do you think about the new upcoming Mario movie? Didn't that get delayed?
I believe so, but I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
The studio working on it, I've enjoyed what movies I've seen from that studio, so hopefully they do a good job with it.
I am curious.
Because something so many people actually need to remember when it comes to this movie is it's not going to be live action. It's animated.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I thought it was live action. And yes, that's Barrett from Final Fantasy VII that's on Mia's body. He has ghost titties. But his head is corporeal. Because I don't know how to lower the opacity. This is not one that took me a whole lot of time to make. I just kind of threw it together. I'm still really proud of my thumbnail for part 1 for the Quarry. That one took me a while, but I'm happy with it. R.I.P. Bob Hoskins. Yeah, you've always got it with the life and death dates or life and death years for random actors.
I keep forgetting his name. The guy who portrayed Mario during the Super Show.
Oh, I'm not sure.
The one known for doing the ending song. Do the Mario.
Oh, I don't remember. By the way,
that needs, you know what? For the new movie for Mario, that needs to be like referenced.
That would be great. That would be great. That would make my day.
That would make anybody's day who's seen the show.
By the way, I know I'm gonna jinx it, but there haven't been any bots so far, which is very surprising. Yeah, funny. When you weren't here yesterday, we had 53 messages in our chat. I counted.
Well, for one of them, I actually blocked the user.
Yeah, but since I was hosting, I could see all of them still on
I
Streamlabs.
know. I I went. I I did mention that there's a way to block it so that they can't have any access or any way of setting or posting anything on there. We had an issue with oh
No,
I
I
think
didn't
her
turn
name
on
was
sub only. Anyway, go ahead.
no, there's a point. I mean, when it came to block, I hate blocking people, but to an extent,
They're
if
not. It's a
if
bot
you're
though. But anyway,
clearly not considering,
what?
I went well. All I'm gonna say is, when it came down to it, I went onto the exact channel that it was supposedly under and blocked it because it seemed like it was the same one every time.
It had
And I'm sorry for
very.
sounding like an ass.
No, I'm sorry. You kind of caught me off guard because I was like, "What the hell?" We used to make it to where you couldn't post links in the chat, but I don't know
Yeah.
if it is. If wait, I'm not. Do we have it set up to where links are banned from people in chat?
I
Only we can
not.
post links. Maybe that's my Twitch. But
I'm not sure.
no, like just hiding user from the channel is what or
Well,
Aiden was saying to do
I
last
blocked.
night, and then I report them.
Well, I went ahead and blocked the user.
So, but they still tend to show up though, because I've tried that before though. I don't know. It's weird. And no, I
Oh,
didn't think you were an ass, by the way.
I've got a question
Mm.
regarding like discussion stuff on like movies or shows that we have talked about doing. Regarding Alice in Borderland, how about we wait until after season 2 comes out?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Well, because it's been a while, right?
It's
getting.
been a while, not just that, but season 2 comes out, I believe, sometime in December. December?
Mm-hmm. I figured as much. Because Rob also hasn't seen the OVAs for the original,
True.
which will
Weird, I
take
thought
it.
we
It'd
already
take you
talked
like.
about.
Mm-mm. We talked about talking about it, but we never actually did it.
Yeah,
Because we were supposed to
talked
do
about
Squid Game and. No, we didn't. We were going to.
We discussed Squid Game during one of the podcasts.
Mm-mm.
I know I did a season. I mean,
We talked
Oh,
about
I
it
did.
briefly, but we didn't. We were talking about doing a recording of it, but we never actually talked about it. We just like, yeah, and then Rob did a video of it because we were supposed to originally do Squid Game and Alice in Borderland,
Yep.
but then Rob said he ended up making a review for Squid Game, so, and I just assumed that we would just wait until season 2 came out for Alice in Borderland, but maybe that was just me.
Well, if it was brought up before and we agreed upon it, then I just plain forgot. So that's definitely my bad.
It's all good. My memory
So good.
is not always really shoddy. But that one I do remember very clearly. And unfortunately, we were going to do the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Oh yeah, I have that deleted clip pulled up when I stepped away for a second. I don't know if I can't show it on screen though, unfortunately. The Mushroom Planet clip. Squid Game is meh? Really? Squid Game was great.
I won't deny that it was definitely overhyped.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hype,
That's fair.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
It had its moments.
Yes, it was. I think I was more invested in seeing what the games were going to be because I did not notice the frickin' wall.
And honestly, there's moments where I will admit I felt like I was being kicked in the groin and in the stomach, like repeatedly, with how
Marvel.
emotional some of those.
I'll never be able to
were.
look at Marvels the same after that fucking show.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget, probably one of the most decent characters, one of the most innocent characters, gets screwed over by that one asshole.
Mm-hmm. Songwoo.
Fucking hate that guy. Wait, no.
Yeah, you do.
Wait,
That's
no.
what you said. Fuck Songwoo when we talked about it very briefly.
No, that was Songwoo. Yeah.
Did you know
But
he went
because
to?
because Aiden and I, did you know he went to what was it, SNU?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys know that? We didn't. Just guessing.
It wasn't like brought up every 10 seconds.
Yeah, because Rob goes, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Do you like it?" You're like, "I loved it, but fuck Song Woo." And Aiden and I at the same time go, "Did you know he went to SNU?" This was from our Man of Medan stream. Wow, my
Oh,
memory is
yeah.
great. Because then I started singing the remix for Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Dead, 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 dead. I'm sorry that your ear holes heard my voice again in a melodic form. Videos that look like that would belong on the deep web and it actually freaked me out. Wait. There's a loophole in the YouTube search bar where if you typed in a period, it'll get you a bunch of weird suggestions, and when choosing one of them, you get a bunch of weird videos. Ah.
I'm not testing it.
Yeah, I don't want to test it.
I'm good.
I could test. If I did test it, it would actually force Rob to test it
like-
because I'm logged into the channel
like-
right now. It would be on his
That's
search
like
history.
looking up. That's like looking up the old Japanese commercial for Kleenex and then watching it at midnight.
What?
You've heard about that one too, huh?
I've seen it.
What? Explain. Please.
So supposedly there's a really old Kleenex commercial from Japan, and apparently it's cursed. So if you play it at any time of the day besides midnight, it's fine. But play it exactly at midnight. The video itself becomes distorted and it looks like it's something. The imagery that is displayed is something that seems like it's cursed.
Yeah. Like something out of a freaking creepypasta. Lost episode type shit.
Oh, it would have been. It was 12:05 in Aiden's time zone.
I'm never watching that fucking commercial again. No, thank you. I'd sooner look up the Red Room or Video 666.
Now you okay? God damn it! Now you make me want to look it up. Is it safe to show?
No. I don't recall. I just remember being deeply disturbed by the damn thing.
I would say look up the reaction of somebody watching it, not
Okay,
actually
that's
looking
fair.
up
That's fair.
what my suggestion.
Yeah.
You can't do it anyways. YouTube removed all the suggested search results, however, it's still accessible if you get the direct search key phrase. Oh no, I wasn't gonna do that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the Kleenex one.
Thank you, Bojangles.
Let's see here. Hold on. What do I search for, Rob? I'm on my phone, so it's not on your. It's not on your search.
Japanese Kleenex commercial.
Urban legend.
Rob, in case you haven't seen it,
I'm watching it, but it's muted. So
I was telling Rob in case he hasn't seen this particular meme, he needs to.
Oh. I'm watching the footage. I just don't have the volume on.
One, you were actually telling the truth meme.
Is that a baby unicorn? Baby?
I think a baby Oni.
Oh.
But Arfus, we were earlier talking about the Depp and Heard case.
Hello, Arthas. Yeah, we talked about that for a little about an hour and a half. Now I'm watching the cursed version. Hold on. I'm also kind of blind reacting to this Japanese Kleenex video, but you won't be able to hear it or see it. Oh. Okay. Inch. Um.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think she's reached
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Um. Sorry, you like my reaction? It's so riveting, right? I'm.
I mean, there's no better way to frickin' react, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Aside from, yeah, fuck this. Click.
It reminds me of like Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job, but horrifying.
That might be part of the reason why I couldn't get into that show.
It says baby ogre. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I could have. That would have been safe to show on stream.
Okay.
But hold on. Actually, since I don't want to have to like play it again, I'll do us a solid and I'll just post the link in the chat.
Watch it at your own risk.
That would have been safe to show on stream. Sorry, you heard my voice again.
I may have actually seen that one random guy.
So, supposedly that's a cursed video, by the way. So, watch it at your guys' own risk.
Nowadays, I equate it to being about as cursed as the videos concerning that statue, that bird woman statue. Momo, I think her name was.
What?
Which, kudos to the actual person who built the statue that the scary stories based on it were like getting it all taken down because he was not okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious. I wanted to watch the Kleenex one to see, like, oh, is this something can I show my students in the fall? Or I show them, when we talk about race, I show them the laundry detergent commercial, the racist one.
Okay, for a moment I thought you were going to be talking about The Simpsons.
No. Have you guys seen those commercials? At all? That I'm talking about? There's one from, believe it's...
Oh, yes, I have.
One from China, and there's another one from Italy. And they're both the same plot, but the meaning is completely different.
Yeah.
Hold on. That one... I'm showing it for the purposes of education. Give me 2 seconds.
Have you shown them the ice cream guy commercials?
No.
I think they were.
I
don't remember if it was from Japan or not. It was basically a guy made out of ice cream. It was
Little Baby's ice cream.
Yeah. It was basically a guy made entirely out of ice cream.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. But no, I haven't, and that is terrifying. Give me a second here. And
so far I'm looking forward to the remake, but I'm actually more on the fence about it because I want to see gameplay footage and whatnot.
True.
I'm kind of curious. I mean, I myself I've played bits and pieces of Resident Evil 4, the original. Though I'm concerned because I've heard I haven't played remake 2 and 3, but I've heard that's, parts of those were cut out. So I'm hoping that they don't do the same with if anything, maybe if just to be optimistic, maybe adding more to
Fuck those videos, Bella. Fuck those videos. No. I will not watch that. I will not watch that.
Are you sending a landmine link, Bella?
No, it's not a landmine link. It's another cursed video.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Remember, I'm on Rob's account right now, so it's his search engine that I'm tainting.
Thank you.
I have watched all of those videos, Bella, and no thank you. I would rather not watch those again if I can help it.
Let me get rid of the chat.
If you think that's bad, look at some of the shit that Canada made.
Yeah.
For the PSAs.
True. Let's see. Seeing the thumbnail for that video, Bella, reminded me of one that it's unsettling. Like, it's silly, but it's highly unsettling. It's called Hand Thing.
Oh, so yeah. Anyway, here's the Chinese one.
Yeah, it was the mannequin video. I feel fantastic. The implications behind that made that video super fucking eerie.
Hold on, am I sharing it on Discord? Sorry. No, I am not. How silly of me. Let me try that again. Screens. There we go. Sorry about that. I'll restart.
Oh gosh. Are you guys both in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I only heard one beep, or one...
Oh.
Alright. Sorry.
I've already seen it though, so.
Well, I'm showing the chat.
There you go. You get to hear the beep.
Oh, thank you. So kind of you to give me noise.
What?
Keep watching.
What?
Yep.
Uh...
改变只需一颗俏皮洗衣溶珠。
Oh
俏皮
my
全国
God.
招生热线
Yeah.
400-800-5086。
So that's one. There's two. So... Here's two.
Yeah.
You looking bueno in them jeans and heels. Belly button showing, got some sex appeal. Streaks in your hair, fingernails did up. Abs looking like you do 1,000 sit-ups.
Rob? Thoughts?
My brain just died. Again. Twice in the same stream.
Again, mission accomplished. And yes, the second commercial was blurry. Any copy that I've found of that commercial is usually blurry as well. But I show both of those videos to my students when we talk about cultural prejudice. We also look at like old Aunt Jemima ads that use AAVE and whatnot too. I'm just going, what the fuck? Yeah, the Chinese one I thought had sounds in it too. But I guess not.
.exe has failed.
Yep. like I said, I've accomplished my mission. I want to blow minds.
All right.
On that note,
I'm
my
done.
brain's gonna go dead too here in a minute. So
I'm
anyway.
gonna call it.
yeah, that's where I was getting at.
All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. And for those who are late to the party, you guys can check out our stream, or check out the VOD after we've been live. The first segment of the episode we do talk about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case. And then afterwards we kind of
diverted into everything else.
yeah, basically.
It's
But we
been
got
a
the
while
main goal.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done
We
an
got the-
actual talking podcast without gameplay. So
Yeah. So, if you guys can, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you have any thoughts on our discussion, leave in the comments down below.
Yeah. And one of us will be leaving a timestamp to let others know when the actual discussion ended. That way, if they wanted to, they can just stop watching once we get around to start talking about like other topics.
Yep. That will be me doing that before I go to bed.
If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description. I don't know why I said inscription. Down below. And follow our daily content in the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob, Aiden, and MJ signing off. Have a good one. Take care. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace out, my friends. Share a laugh or two. Good night.